Hello, my beautiful beauties and my wonderful lovelies. A pleasant afternoon to you. Beautiful people. I don't really watch the news because I've often said to people that I can probably do a good, mimicking of what it is that they're going to discuss. And I'm sure that I will be at least 90% correct. In terms of the crime, the violence, some sort of chopping, scamming, not necessarily from those from the lower echelon of society, but those from the middle to the upper echelon in society, government officials, etc. All right. Outside of that, I was seeing a news clipping, and I know some people who do not watch the news like me may not have heard it. But there is no such thing as the bad word law, the bad word law, no such thing as that. I was listening to that news clipping by Dion Jackson Miller. In which she had mentioned that there is an act in 1843 called the Tone and Communities Act. 9C of that act states that it is an offense to use profane, indecent, and obscene language publicly. Even that is very, very broad and vague because it doesn't stipify if it is toward anyone in leadership position of some sort. However, there was a piece of legislation passed in 2011, the Chart of Rights, which is called the Freedom of Expression. All right. So I know a number of people may have said, but if there is this freedom of expression in this democratic society, how is it then that the Act of 1843, many, many, many moons ago, seemed to stand and hold water? All right, so what the court system had done is to get a number of criteria, and they got it from Canada called the Oakes test. So what they did was to look at the different criteria, and it says, and basically, and I'm putting it in layman's term, if it is not something that is detrimental to the life of the individual, threatening, that is going to create some sort of a social upheaval, mayhem, if it is not something that is, deathly and gravely unjust, unfair, then really it holds no water. So if I get and I say, move your blood, I don't want to say the other part, because of different persons that watch my posts, I don't want to become offensive. Then if I'm not saying it to create harm to you really, especially physically and mentally, and it won't be damaging to you, then it really holds no water. And I guess they're going to put a lot of these laws, legislation back to the courts to see what needs to be redefined, thrown out. Follow me on TikTok, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share.